Okay, so let us start. So we'll be starting with the kinematics. So in that actually kinematics, I have just given the introduction. In that actually, what we are interested in case of kinematics is, we are interested in identifying, one is the displacement, and the second one is velocity, and the third one is acceleration. So studying about these three things is nothing but the kinematics for us. So as I explained earlier, kinematics actually will be doing either in a straight line motion or actually two-dimensional motion or three-dimensional motion. So in case of a straight line motion, what we call as the single dimensional motion or the straight line motion. Or this can also be called as rectilinear motion. So when we analyze this straight line motion, the way we consider is, there are especially two different kinds of categories we will consider. One is uniform velocity. Uniform velocity, this can also be called as the constant velocity. So constant velocity or uniform velocity, both are called as the same thing, and this can also be called as zero acceleration. So this is one category, and the second one is constant acceleration. So this is constant acceleration. And there is third category where you can expect an advanced level of questions, or if the paper is very, very tough, that is the third level of analysis, that is variable acceleration. So these three kind of rectilinear motion that we are going to analyze it. But the methodology what we are going to adopt in all the three categories is exactly same. There is no difference at all. So if you understand one, you will be able to solve any level of complex problems related to this. Now, by definition, what we are talking about is, we have taken the single parameter as the A, which is nothing but the acceleration. Acceleration, actually, we have derived the relation between the acceleration and the displacement. So here actually, when we deal with the acceleration is nothing but the time derivative of the velocity. And velocity is the time derivative of the displacement. And x is a function of time. So total, in general, actually, we are dealing with four different variables. X is a function of time, which essentially means that with respect to time, the displacement is going to be changed. And the second one, as the displacement changes, then the rate of change of displacement is nothing but the velocity. So here actually, it's a simple time, and x is a function of time, and v is dx by dt, and a is dv by dt. So this is entire kinematics for that matter. So entire kinematics is only this thing. Now here actually, as x is a function of time, so you can do the derivative with respect to time, and v is a function of x. So because it will dx by dt equal to v, then actually d by dt of dx by dt you can call this, you can treat this as d square x by dt square. This is nothing but the acceleration for us. So acceleration is d square x by dt square. Now all the three categories is, here in the first case a equal to 0, in the second case a is constant, in the third case a may be a function of time. So it is variable. Sometimes actually it may be a function of x also, or it may be a function of v also, because x is a function of time and v is a function of x and a is a function of v. That means a can be expressed either v, x or t. V can be expressed either x or t. X can be expressed as a function of time. So x can be expressed as a function of time, and v can be expressed as a function of x, or it may be a function of t, and a can be expressed as a function of v, or as a function of x, or as a function of t. So whatever the leftmost variable can be expressed in any of the variables that are inside. So this is the complex level that we can think of when we are dealing with all the kinematics level. Now, based on this understanding, I will derive all the known formulas for you. That is, if I take the first case, which we call as the uniform velocity case, which essentially means that there is no displacement. sorry, there is no acceleration. So there is no acceleration. That is what we call as, that is the uniform velocity. First case we take up uniform velocity. So uniform velocity case, which essentially means that A is equal to 0 or V is equal to constant. Both are called uniform velocity. If velocity is constant, that's what we call as the uniform velocity. So velocity constant meaning maybe it is having a single magnitude, or the magnitude of the velocity is not going to be changed. But even if the direction changes also, then actually we can say that actually there is a change in the velocity. That means uniform velocity meaning uniform velocity meaning constant velocity, magnitude and direction. So direction and magnitude both has to be constant. Then only we say that actually constant velocity or uniform velocity. So if we are talking about the uniform velocity, then actually A is equal to 0, because A is equal to dV by dt and V is a constant. D by dt of constant is equal to 0. So acceleration is 0. So from this actually, as A is equal to d square x by dt square is equal to 0, then if you integrate this equation, obviously one integration is nothing but dx by dt and this is constant. So this is integral of 0 is going to be simply the constant. So if it is a constant, then this is what we call as V, or sometimes actually we represent with U. So that is up to you which variable you wanted to use. Now dx, if you take it u into dt, u into dt. Now if you integrate on either sides, so derivative and integrate will cancel out and this is equal to x and ut plus some constant a. Now this is just arbitrary constant. So this arbitrary constant always has to be found with the help of the initial conditions. What do you mean by initial conditions is, now if we take the physical example of how we are dealing with the kinematics, there actually, let us say we started from this point, we start running in this particular direction. Now initially when I start, that is the originating position O, and here actually the displacement is counted from here. So at any random point, this is the displacement. Now this is where I started at time 0. So at time 0 I started and I started incrementing time, and at the same time the displacement is also getting incremented. Hence actually at t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0. This is what is the initial condition. Both are 0 here. So initial meaning the starting. When we start, the displacement is 0 and the counted time also is 0. That's where actually we started running it. So that is the 0 displacement at t is equal to 0. Now if I substitute the value here, when x is equal to 0, t is also 0 plus a. It implies a is coming out to be 0. Now this a value, whatever we have calculated as arbitrary constant, that you can replace it. Finally, I left with the equation x is equal to ut. Now this is the simplest formula that is available in kinematics, which says that u is equal to x by t or velocity equal to displacement by time. So this is a simple formula. Most of the times that we will be using with an assumption that we are traveling with a constant velocity. So if we are traveling with a constant velocity, this is the simplest formula that we can use, and this is the only formula that we are going to use. There is no other formula in case if the acceleration is 0 or it is a uniform velocity case. This is the first case.